Want to know why? Ask how. Howard the Humongous. Taiwan's defense chief, Chiu Ku-cheng, has revealed that American troops are permanently stationed in Taiwan. Our soldiers are there to train Taiwan's military in the use of things like drones. However, some of those troops are less than 2 miles from China's border. A headline in London's The Express warns that this puts the world on the brink. But that's not all. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken met with President Fernando Marcos of the Philippines Tuesday, March 19th, at a time when Manila and Beijing are slamming ships into each other over China's claim that it owns all 1.3 million square miles of the South China Sea. Blinken told Marcos and his foreign minister that America's agreement to defend the Philippines against China, if necessary, is ironclad. Meanwhile, in the last 3 weeks, the Houthis of Yemen sunk a British cargo ship and claimed to have attacked 2 American warships in the Red Sea. The war Hamas started in Gaza is also grinding ahead. What's more, headlines blare that China and Iran-linked cyber attackers are targeting U.S. water utilities. At the same time, the Ukrainians are running out of artillery shells, but have developed advanced drones and self-driving speedboats that have taken out 3 Russian oil refineries so far this year and have sunken or critically damaged a third of Russia's Black Sea fleet. What's more, using American weapons, the Ukrainians have downed $750 million worth of Russia's warplanes. And Africa's Niger, a country where we had a $250 million military base that The Intercept describes as the linchpin of the U.S. military's archipelago of bases in North and West Africa, has tossed us out and embraced a new patron, Russia. What pins all these incidents together? As you know, China, Russia, and the sponsor of Hamas and the Houthis, Iran, are linked in an unspoken military alliance, the alliance that I call the Axis of Evil. More important, 2 countries are competing for leadership of the entire global order. That order was set up by the United States after World War II. It has held firm for nearly 80 years and has prevented world wars. But China harkens back to the days when it felt the whole world was bowing at its feet. The days when China was the world's biggest exporter of manufactured goods, 200 BC to 1800 AD. The days when China felt it was the world's center. And it wants that central position back, which means that China wants to shove America out of the role of the world's guardian and take over the position as top dog. The U.S. calls what it built a rule-based order. Now, China wants to make the rules, and those will be rules dictated by the Chinese Communist Party and by Xi Jinping. Rules that eradicate what Xi, China's dictator, calls Western ideas, with human rights and the rule of law at the top of the list of values Xi wants to wipe out. Monday, March 18th, Xi Jinping hit the cover of one of the biggest newspapers in China, the state-owned People's Daily, with a speech explaining just how easily the competition with the United States for global leadership could spill over into war. Said Xi, Western countries led by the United States have implemented all-around containment, encirclement, and suppression of China. Encirclement, by the way, is considered in international law a legitimate cause for war. What's worse, these Western countries have hampered China's growth. Or as Xi puts it, they have brought unprecedented severe challenges to our country's development. That to China is absolutely unacceptable. Tuesday, March 20th, Xi's new foreign minister, Qin Gang, spelled out what Xi's words meant. Qin said, "The United States actually wants China not to fight back when hit or cursed. But this is impossible." Added Mr. Quinn, "If the U.S. doesn't step on the brakes, but continues to speed up, no guardrail can stop the derailment." Concluded Xi Jinping himself, "We must remain calm, maintain concentration, seek progress while maintaining stability, take active actions, unite as one, and dare to fight." In other words, if the U.S. continues to restrain China, the result could be war. This is Howard Bloom speaking to you from the future. It's your job and my job to make war. Want to know why? Ask how. Now for the off button.